Alright, it's recording. Still feel like garbage. A lot of garbage. Hello internet, I'm KrissieDeathy, and so at 10:30ish, in between there, I lowered the volume of all the 3 news channels I was watching, and I turned on an episode of Adventure Time because I'm just like, it's taking forever to count up all these votes, and then I wound up passing out to Adventure Time, and then I woke up at 3 o'clock to find out that Trump won, and the map I'm staring at, let me get back to it. Oh, burp. Come back here. Yeah. The map I'm staring at says he won 276 to Hillary 218, which is, I was super shocked by. I don't know how to feel. I was really hoping Hillary would win, and then I went to a few states that were they were really close, and I clicked on them on this little interactive map, and it pops up their counties, and it pops up each candidate and what percent of the vote they have, and then I started adding up the third party candidates in some of these states, and had those went to Hillary, which I'm sure the third party voters probably would have rather had Hillary than Trump. Those votes could have helped her win the actual state. She could have won. Florida was one, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Arizona was the other one I found. And then I just I felt bad, so I stopped doing math. But I'm just it's so sad. My boyfriend referred to it as kind of throwing away your vote, because they're really, at this point, because I don't see a lot on the third party candidates, there isn't really that much about them. This was a great year for them. One of them got 7% of the vote in Idaho, which is good, but at this point, I feel for third parties, I feel you really want to give them the support during the primaries, and then hopefully they can actually be on the official ballot. But at this point, because we had Trump versus Hillary, which is they're both extremely different. They're both not very great. I have my grievances with all of them. But Hillary was lesser. She is indeed government corruption, but at least she's not endorsed by the KKK. At least with her, I can be confident that I can still go to the Planned Parenthood and get my birth control so that my cramps aren't as bad, because I experience them only on one side of my body. So it's just how did we do this? I'm in Georgia. I knew my state was probably going to stay a Republican or a red state. That's fine. I expected that. I still voted for Hillary just to make my vote count, and she actually won my county, because I am in Rockdale. She won Rockdale, DeKalb, I believe she won Gwinnett and Fulton, and she won a few others, some I had never heard of, which I'm just yay, you won some counties. Not the state, but at least I know which counties are which makes me feel happy that I live semi-close to Atlanta, even though it's about 30-40 minutes away, sometimes an hour, and it's just a lot of sadness, a lot of you feel the world is probably, America is probably dead. I've been seeing that around, and I'm just sitting here hoping that there will be enough to fix whatever he's done by the end of 4 years. So in 2020, I'm just hoping that we can fix it. But like when this election started, I really wanted Bernie. I liked him. I like the policies he was talking about, and just the vibe from him that I got. He felt like the grandparent who was sitting in the rocking chair, who was like very passionate about things, and I like that. And I feel bad that he had to drop out. I wish he had stayed. I wish we had him as our nominee, but we didn't. We had Clinton. And then in a lot of debates, it felt like they were always focusing on the emails, which is bothersome, because I'm just like, I just want to hear the policies right now. I want to hear the policies. I want to hear how you have to say them. And so now it's 4:25 in the morning. I am going to begin getting ready around 6. And then I'm going to go over to my sister's and we're going to record B&B, because she has a lot of stuff to say that she really wants to say. And I'm just, I don't know how to feel, and it's weird. It's very weird. And then I'm actually amazed how well lighting I have, considering I only have light from this computer screen and that TV, which is on mute over there, which I'm glad I didn't put it to the blue screen, otherwise I would look very blue. But then again, I could sing blue babba-dee babba-die. But it's just like, I went to sleep with hope, and then I woke up and that hope died. And then I don't know what time my dad wakes up. But I'll probably text him in an hour, because I know he's gotta be up at around 5-ish. It's 4:30. But I'm curious as to how he's going to react. But at the same time, it's just so much feelings, and hoping that the people of my country could make like a better decision. But apparently we are a majority racist nation, which I thought it was just like my little area in the South. No, it is a lot more widespread than I thought, and it is very sad. But then again, there are also like, they're not all racist. I feel like the people who voted for Trump, some of them were probably, because I know for a fact my mom, in a lot of her relationships, her husbands or boyfriends told her who to vote for. So I feel like a lot of Republican women were told, vote for this man. And so that might have been a part of it. And then a lot of it, or some of it, a small portion of it, were people who were just like, they liked what Trump was saying, like he was going to make America great again, which is something wonderful to say. But when you hear how he goes about saying it, I'm wondering if those people bothered to listen to that, or if they did listen, but they looked at Hillary and they saw all the government corruption, all of that, because the government is a very crooked system. It does favor the rich and all that. And so yeah, that was part of the reason probably why a lot of them, either they went third party or they went with Trump. And then they also probably heard he's gonna bring jobs back. Jobs are a big thing. However, I've noticed, like, between like my dad working when we were younger and work was good, we had times when we would come in from Christmas and we would just have basically like a small store full of toys. Like I remember waking up one year and crawling out of bed and then walking into the living room to find a wall covered in just Care Bear toys that were just for me. And then later on when Trump was Bush was elected, Dad's work slowed down. There wasn't a lot of work, so Christmas soon became sketchbooks and colored pencils and things like that. And we were still happy, and because those were things we liked and we enjoyed, but we also didn't exactly understand or realize that work was slowing so bad. And then now that I'm older, because I do remember before 18, I was just like, what's the point of politics? It's all stupid anyway, it's all just a bunch of random arguments, and it just seems so silly. But now that I'm older, I'm just like, I understand, because the people in charge of our country that we elect to put there, the ones that we can put there ourselves, those are the people who are making our laws, who are enforcing our laws, who are basically the face of our country. And now the face of our country is this man who has said horrible things: grab her by the pussy, keep all Muslims and Mexicans out. I remember reading one article where he said for a brief period he was going to make people who were Muslim wear a symbol to identify them as Muslim on their clothes. And I remember thinking, you can't do that. That's what they did in Germany in the Holocaust. And I haven't heard any of that recently, luckily, but it's just so much that it's so depressing. Oh, I love my father, President Trump. God help us. That is his response to this. And I'm just like, I know. I went to sleep and woke up. It's sad. I'm so sad. I don't know how to feel. I'm just like, I'm remaining hopeful for 2020 when we can vote them out and hopefully have something to rebuild and fix. But I know we're going to lose a lot of progress. A lot of progress. But, yeah. And I don't know exactly what to do. But this is my video. It's 4:30 bloody morning, and I'm not going to school. Oh, I can't. Not doing it. Bye, internet. Somebody give me good news. Send me a cute cat video or a video of Chow, please. I need that right now. Please send that to me.